So quite a few of you have been asking about my desk setup and office space, so I thought I'd create a super quick video explaining all the stuff I use on a daily basis and how it helps me to be more productive and get stuff done. So firstly we have my desk. Now this is the Jarvis hardwood standing desk from Fully, and I've had this for a couple of years now and I absolutely love it. Partly because it's a pretty big desk at 140 centimeters by 80 centimeters, but also because it's motorized. Now I normally have this whole setup in a seated mode like this, but at a click of a button using these programmable controls down here, I can change the whole thing into a standing desk. I normally use this standing mode when I'm in a meeting or when I feel like I've just been sat down for way too long on a particular day. And this is meant to be pretty good for my health and well-being, so I do try to find 1 or 2 hours a day to be standing when I'm working. It's also just like really well built. This is a super solid desk made from European oak, finished with a durable wear-resistant top coat, so it still looks pretty much as good as new. And on the website they also have a black version of this and a white version of this desk, which I really want as well. So that's very much on the bucket list for the next time I upgrade my desk setup. The only thing I regret not buying is some decent cable management, because underneath the desk things do look a little messy. So if anyone's got any recommendations for any decent cable management, then please let me know in the comment section below. My current office chair is the Herman Miller Aeron, and it looks and works great. And if you're someone who sits and works at a desk for multiple hours a day like me, then investing in a high-end office chair like this is absolutely worth it. My favourite thing about the chair is that you can customise pretty much every single aspect of it. The seat height, the arm angle, the tilt, the lumbar support, pretty much every single part of the chair can be customised to support your body. I've adjusted my chair such that my feet can comfortably touch the floor, the arms are about parallel with the desk, and there's also a decent amount of lumbar support. And from what I've read online, this seems to be the best setup to maintain a healthy posture, which is only really possible to get 100% correct by using a chair which is super customizable like this one. The mesh is also like super comfy to sit on, and I can literally sit on this chair for hours and hours and hours without feeling any aches or pains. The only downside of this chair is that it is pretty expensive, so if you're looking for something like this and you want to save money, I highly recommend you check out some online marketplace like eBay, where you'll probably find this exact chair for around half the price, so it's well worth looking around before purchasing. Now, my daily driver is the 13-inch 2020 MacBook Pro. This is an absolutely fantastic laptop. I went with the 13-inch because whenever I'm at my desk, I usually have it linked up to my monitor, and also it's more portable than the 15-inch. Like, I'm always on the move, I'm going to London, I'm traveling and things like that, so I want a laptop that's pretty lightweight and easy to carry around. It's an incredibly capable machine and handles pretty much all of my work, which primarily consists of writing content, designing stuff, and editing my photos and videos. It's also the first Apple laptop with their new M1 chip, replacing the Intel chip that Apple have pretty much always used before, so it's a ridiculously fast machine too. There's literally like no lag time with whatever I'm working on, which makes my work a far more enjoyable experience. I usually have this laptop sitting on a laptop stand, and the laptop stand that I use is the Herman Miller Oripura laptop stand. Again, it's pretty expensive for what it is, but I like the portability of it. Basically, I can just fold it up like this, slip it into my bag, and I always have a laptop stand on the go, so I can see my screen comfortably and clearly without putting any strain on my back or my eyes. My laptop is then hooked up to the Acer Nitro monitor. It's not the fanciest of monitors, but I do really like it. It's reasonably priced, it looks good, and it does exactly what I need it to do. It has full HD resolution, which makes it easier to read text, view detailed images, and work on complex graphics without straining my eyes, and its 75Hz refresh rate also ensures the whole thing is very smooth and lag-free, whether I'm on a video call, watching Netflix, or just like flipping through multiple applications. As I do a lot of video editing and more recently photo editing, I also wanted a screen with very hyper-realistic colours. Thankfully, this screen comes with a very wide colour gamut, plus Black Boost technology, which improves the visibility of darker areas of the screen, which really helps when I'm working on detailed-oriented work and design. And the monitor itself is hooked up to the laptop using a very bog-standard cable from Amazon, which just feeds through the monitor arm. And the monitor arm that I'm using is the gas-assisted Envision MX150 monitor arm, which I find to be incredibly sturdy and versatile. I can pretty much position my monitor however I want for maximum ergonomic comfort, helping to further reduce the risk of any posture-related health issues. For example, I can pivot the screen by 180 degrees, easily adjust the height and tilt, swivel the arm 360 degrees, and even rotate from portrait to landscape with ease. I absolutely love it. When I'm not using my laptop keyboard, my main keyboard is actually a prototype keyboard from a new company that I really can't share too many details about right now. But it's basically just a premium, high-performing portable keyboard with a 68-key layout, solid ABS plastic frame, and matte soft touch keys. It also makes a super pleasing sound when you type, and it also has a subtle under-keyboard glow, which looks kinda cute too. To light up my space, I have two different lamps. I recently purchased the Govee LED floor lamp, which is a lot of fun and currently lighting up the background of this video. It's simple, stylish and lightweight, looks beautiful anywhere and creates any atmosphere you want. In addition to a comfortable warm white colour, you can choose scene modes that match your mood using the Govee app, or custom choose what colour lighting you want from the 16 million colour options available. On the desk itself, I have the IKEA Force-Up work lamp. It's quite basic and feels a tad wobbly, but it's really easy to adjust and the cord is also super long, which is really helpful for someone like me who doesn't have many plug points in their room. On the one side of my desk, I have the IKEA Alex drawer unit. I used to have so much stuff lying around in my room, so this has helped me to tidy up my space and also to help me know where everything is too. One thing I quite like about this unit too is that the back of it is finished, so it doesn't really look out of place however you decide to orient it in your room. It's also surprisingly spacious. In the top two drawers for me, I have my small bits and bobs that I want to have easily accessible, like cables, plugs, batteries, and other stuff like that. In the third drawer, I keep some useful documents and protein bars, obviously. The fourth drawer is used for all my stationery, and the bottom drawer is for all my paper and spare notebooks. Talking about notebooks, my main notebook is actually a prototype notebook from the same company that designed this keyboard. And I have the A5 bullet journal with a soft cover. I pretty much use this thing for anything I want to make notes on throughout the day. It could be remembering information, it could be learning something, or it could be just like jotting down information on a call. I absolutely love this thing and I take it absolutely everywhere with me. Now, to finish things off, there are a few other bits and bobs on my desk that I find particularly cool or useful. So I have a few plants from IKEA and Dunelm. They are artificial plants, but I think they give the space a nice homely feel. Plus, I don't have to worry about them dying because I haven't watered them in a month. To stay hydrated, I like to keep my Gymshark water bottle nearby. This isn't actually available to purchase from Gymshark, as this was a gift from them when I worked with them on a project a few years ago, but I think it looks great. The only issue is that there is some chipping around the edges, so Gymshark, if you're listening, I would love to have another one. My main headphones are these Beats Solo 3 wireless headphones, which I'll put on and listen to some chilled music whenever I'm working. The sound quality is pretty decent and they also charge super quick, so if I've forgotten to charge them, I can get a few hours of playback with just a 5-minute charge. Next to my laptop, I always keep this Lention USB-C hub and this Samsung T5 SSD. The Lention is really useful. It has a bunch of ports, it has a few USB ports, it has a lightning port, it has a HDMI port so I can connect this to a TV, and also an SD slot so I can transfer all the files from my camera onto my laptop. The SSD, on the other hand, is basically just a huge memory stick. So this thing holds 1 terabyte of data, and I primarily use this to store all my photos and videos. And I also do all my video editing straight off this SSD, so I don't have to use the storage on the laptop itself. Next up, we have my TI-GN blue light blocking glasses. They aren't the most fashionable looking things, but I tend to wear these in the evening to block out the blue light coming from my laptop and from my phone screens, and the point is that it's meant to improve visual performance and alleviate eye fatigue. I'm not really too sure how true or legit that actually is, but I like to do it anyway. Finally, before I go to bed, I always write my to-do list, which I leave on my desk ready for the next day. At the top, I put my most important task, and then I also write my might-do list, which is basically every other task I hope to do that day. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my desk setup. If you've got any recommendations on how I can improve it, or other cool stuff I can buy, then please let me know in the comment section below.